Big fan, funny thing, he was a big fan of Scottish music, bagpipes. Our family heritage is very obviously Scottish, McLachlan. And if he were alive today, I think, and I may even do it for the next album, who knows, some sort of bagpipe solo in one of our rock and roll songs. AC/DC did it, didn't they? Yeah, who knows. Go I like because on the album it's probably the quietest song, and it's a song I've actually used nylon string guitars, classical guitars, and all the guitar works sort of classically oriented. Yeah, it was a fun one. It was a fun one to record. That's why it sort of sticks in the head.
That's it. Oh, always thinking of myself. See my love now left unshared. She said, go, go, go. She said, go, go.
You're rumoured to be a workaholic, Craig. How much time would you devote to your work, do you think?
Did you notice me at lunchtime?
Yes.
Everyone's relaxed. I'm going, come on, come on. Come on, swallow that. Drink that Coke. Drink. Probably at the moment, those who are close to me would probably say too much time at the moment. I don't know. I am going to take a holiday in a few months, though, just for a couple of weeks. Well, just a week, 4 days, 2 days, one day. I'll get away for an hour. I'm probably a little bit in workaholic mode at the moment, but I want one part of you, when things are rolling along, when the fire's burning, one part of you wants to stick as many marshmallows as you can on the stick and bung as many sticks of marshmallows in the fire as you can. Obviously, you run the risk of... You haven't seen my two friends today, have you?
No.
Those two guys in the white suits who have been following me around. They drive that white van. They've got this fantastic jacket ready for me to wear. It's a little white number, the arms. Nice, they come around the back like this.
How ambitious are you?
Funny you should mention that, so. Ruthlessly so. No, I'm as ambitious as the next guy. Not to the point where I destroy people to get what I wanted to get. I just, I'm lucky, and I suggest you are too, that we're involved in careers that we want to be involved in. Think of those poor buggers who are locked up doing something that they don't particularly want to do, but for whatever reason they have to do it. We're really lucky. We, singing rock and roll songs and acting is what I always wanted to do. And I'm doing it, touch wood, I hope to be for a while. So, yeah, and I mean, yeah, I'm ambitious, but, not to the point where I'd walk over people. I'm sorry for stepping on you earlier when you came in here. No, there's a little gag there.
Maybe I would sell my soul. Touch the power of rock and roll. Generates a kind of heat. Gonna lift you up, make you move your feet. There's nothing else I wanna do. So maybe making love with you. The beat. plastic kit to a guitar lick. Squeeze a string, you can make it sing. Power chord to a double stack. Hold it till it's feeding back. Something about it turns me on. Like making love, you can't be wrong. Rock the rock. Roll the roll. Beat the beat. Soothe my soul. Rock the rock. Let it rock. Roll the roll. Let it roll. Beat the beat. Soothe my soul. Rock the rock. Let it rock. Roll the roll. Let it roll. Beat the beat. Soothe my soul. Rock the rock. Let it rock. Roll the roll. Let it roll. Beat the beat. Soothe my soul. Rock the rock.
Craig, how many televisions have you thrown out of the hotel window?
It's funny you should mention that. I don't want to shatter the rock and roll myth here, but I've never, ever, all the hotels I've stayed in, I've never thrown a TV out the window. By jingo, I've stuck a few to the ceiling now, and I'll tell you, Araldite is still the best adhesive. Araldite. AR. However you spell it. Great glue. And the thing is, with the advent of video, it's a fantastic thing because you can stick the telly up there, and if the cable's long enough, you can still leave the video where it is. And have access to the machine, put the videos in, lay flat on your back on the floor. A novel approach to watch TV, I'll tell you.
Your co-stars rave about your kisses, Craig. Can you remember back to your first childhood kiss? What was that
can.
like?
It was gentle. It was soft. At 9 years of age, you really don't know about tongues. No, my first real kiss, I lie, I wasn't 9, I was 10. I was on a family holiday. It happens that way, doesn't it? So often, the family are on holiday and you meet someone, some exotic young thing. How exotic can a 10-year-old be, I don't know, but when you're 10, they're very exotic, a fellow 10-year-old, particularly if they're of the opposite sex. This girl was from New Zealand, funnily enough. I met her one night, we were eating fish and chips together. I thought that was most amusing, and I got her to say it all night. What are you eating? Fish and chips. What are you eating? Fish and chips. What are you eating? Fish and chips. And I thought, this is the girl for me. And last night of the holiday was a cruise. And I went up and the romantic young 4th grader, I guess I'll never see you again. Unless, of course, I visit New Zealand. The chances of that are pretty slim. Goodbye, Ethel. And it was right on the lips, and it was... And the thing is, when you're that age, I don't know whether it's because of movies you watch or whatever it is, but it's like you're trying to get into the Guinness Book of Records when you're a kid and you kiss. Have you noticed that? Such passion. Such emotion. And it had a lasting effect on me because I've been kissing ever since.
You're a person who plays a lot of pranks and practical jokes on people.
No.
What would be your most embarrassing moment, do you think?
Possibly a couple of years ago I had to, I was working on TV show Neighbours at the time, and my character had to make a quick dash across a backyard supposedly in the nude. Nude, naked, raw, no clothes on. Melbourne, middle of winter, cold. It's like a scared turtle, if you get my drift. And she's laughing. She knows exactly what I mean. Look at her. Yeah, she hangs together so well. I had to make this nude dash. And I mean, basically we had like a G-string and all that sort of thing. But to cut a long story short, in the end, I actually had to do the dash in the nude because for shots and all that sort of thing. So you'd sort of tactfully gather yourself under a robe, and they come and take the robe, and if it's coordinated properly, you're off. You make the dash, and they catch the shot, and it's all over. And what we didn't realise at the time, it was school holidays, and it was on location. And they've said, Craig, you're going to have to lose the G-string, actually. And you know, the crew were good. It was sort of just the cameraman and the director and stuff. Okay, and I was under this robe and did all set to go, and just called action, and I looked up and there were all these little faces over the fence, all these little kids with their Kodak pocket brownies and stuff, you know. And I'm like, oh, I think we might stop. Can we just cut it for the kids? You know, that was an interesting one. And it was just that it was so cold. Otherwise, I wouldn't have worried. And Jump Into the Fire is an example of the McLachlan-Porter collaboration. It's us at our best, I hope, I think. It's just, Garth Porter, as you know, is ex-keyboard player and songwriter with Sherbet. Super group in the 70s, and Garth still looks bloody good in a pair of flares, I have to tell you. Satin flares. And Sherbet, of course, had a huge string of hits here and its major hits abroad. It was originally, Jump Into the Fire was a song called Get It Right, and the chorus just never quite worked, so I rewrote the melody for the chorus and gave it a new chord progression, and Garth came up with this Jump Into the Fire lyric. And yeah, in the studio it just really gelled. It was one of those ones where at the end of the session it's 3 in the morning and everyone's still walking out, dun, 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 and you're driving home in the car, dun, 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 and you get in your bed and you're like, it was one of those songs, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Go, Graham, and don't spare the horses.
Well, that's not
What do you think, guys?
fantastic, eh?
Outrageous. You thought Elvis was dead. He's just divided himself into 3 and he hangs out over here
Do
now.
we know the one?
Just keep going.
This is
love.
crazy. Get back!
You will not be held responsible.
How
I've
strong?
never seen anything like it.
Calm down, really.
Never seen anything like this.
I'm really glad.
This is crazy.
Back. Keep back. See ya. Oh, man. I love it. Yeah.
Caught out of time.